Okay, let's start. I will explain briefly about the effect and the definition of carbon tax. Okay, carbon tax is a tax to prevent global warming, and it usually relied on the oil, coal, and other fossil fuels, depending on the amount of the usage. And there are two brief effects of carbon tax. First one is direct effect, which is carbon tax can inhibit the use of fossil fuels by over increase of their cost, which contain lots of carbon, and indirectly it can also inhibit the emission of CO2 by facilitating the development of alternative energy sources like sun energy and energy from wind, something like that. And there are only few countries who implement that carbon tax, like Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, and etc. And even though the USA emits approximately 20% of the worldwide emission of CO2, but they has not yet carried out this kind of tax policy. So that is some problem these days. And then why the countries reluctant to implement that carbon tax policy? There are two brief reasons. First one is negative effect on economy, because almost all the industrialized countries are heavily rely on fossil fuels. And second one is global problem, because prevention of global warming is not a problem of only one country. It is pan-global issue. So international joint steps should be taken. Okay. This is my end of my part. And next.
Next, I show you the our case and issue. I introduce, it's what has the carbon. All fossil fuel have a carbon. Example, coal and petroleum, natural gas. And what doesn't? It's electricity and hydropower and wind, sunlight, or non-combustible energy. They don't have the carbon material. So, China and US have almost half the carbon tax ratio, and yearly the one person to produce the 17 or 18 or 19% of capital for person 1 year by 1 year. It's a United States and China is the number one is a carbon producer now in the world, and the second United, and third Russia, Indonesia, Japan. Japan is the number 5 carbon emitter in the world. And here is our case, the 1.5% we produce the carbon now. So this map is consists of the carbon emission in the world. Yeah, our problem is we think the economy and vice versa the environment. Which direction is we have to go? So the world have the same problem now. The advanced country have a more thinking than environment, and the development country have a lot of problem for economy move. Yeah, carbon tax debating. And one section is we don't need the carbon tax. We just advance our economy is more important for them. And another opinion is we have to go green, but we have to steadily, step by step. And the other opinion is we have to go carbon tax now. Yeah, that's a debating in the world. Yeah, carbon tax milestone is the first introduced country is Finland. Finland is from 1990. They introduced carbon tax in the first in the world. But they have a big problem now because their electronic from over 6% their electronic from another country now. So the second milestone is England. England is they have a aggressive carbon tax system. The third, the German have more efficient than another country carbon tax law, and the fourth is that they have innovative carbon tax countries now. The last one is America and China. They are over 50% CO2 emission country, so that's a real important country than another country. Yeah, we have a lot of the carbon tax issue. The Austria and Japan, Korea and Europe, almost country from this year till the 2020 or 25, we have to solve a lot of the issue, and we have to start our carbon tax system. So this time is very important for us also. Next question.
Okay, next, in this presentation, I will discuss about Korea case, the carbon tax. Actually, we separate three parts: brief explanation of carbon tax and overall case, and in Korea case. But in Korea, the carbon tax is not started yet, so there is not much information about the carbon tax. And actually, government loves tax because they can earn much money. But our industry consists of many of conglomerate. It's called as 재벌 in Korea, and the conglomerate actually has a negative position about carbon tax. They think they already pay a lot of taxes for the environment. There is many evidences to support the conglomerate, and the first one is only a few countries adapt the carbon taxes. Only a few countries with a small economy adopted the carbon taxes. Yeah, they consider it's not appropriate from us. Is we already paying a lot. It means against GDP, Korean industries pay taxes related to environment against GDP more than average of the OECD, and percentage of tax related to the environment is over the 10%. It's second position in the world. And next page is the example of one industry, the vehicle industry. The vehicle industry, we already pay two heavy taxes to government. It means I prepared a tax kind to achieve a car in Korea, we pay 12 kinds of taxes to achieve a car. But in the United States, it's only 4, and in Japan, it's only 6, and in Germany, it's only 4. And it's amazingly, we pay tax for the tax. It means we have the system, tax on tax system is accelerate tax system, and we have almost over the 1600 cc. It means kind of large cars, so we should pay a lot of taxes if we adopt the carbon tax. So we have a conclusion like this. Korea already pay taxes about the environment enough, so we need to require to modify tax system, diminish other parts of the environment related taxes and impose carbon taxes, or another way is to try to be admitted, invest enough to efficiency to diminish or the kind of carbon and prove the facilities we have enough facilities to diminish the CO2 like this. And it's the end of the Thank you.